Hello Zenbeez, join me to create a Zentangle Mini Project for Instant Zen with learnings and creativity. This is our Tangled Tangles project number 23. You can watch all our previous projects from the series on the playlist Tangled Tangles. I'm SANDHYA MANNE. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here. For today's project, we're working with Tangle AURAKNOT as our base tangle. I am using my regular white square tile with black pen, pencil and stub. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. On to tangling now. Okay, so here are my supplies. My white square tile, 01 black micron, 08 black micron, pencil and stub. So let's get started. So I am going to start with 4 dots on 4 corners, just gentle dots to kind of give a simple border there, and making very gentle lines to connect the dots. And let's do this. Okay, so our base tangle is AURAKNOT. So I'm going to start with maybe 5 or 6 cornered star is what I'm looking at. So I am going to start somewhere here and start somewhere here, and I am just making my okay, so I've just made a 6-cornered star, nothing too fancy, and notice my lines are also kind of wavy, wiggly and all that, and that's totally fine. Okay, so now I'm going to start with my 01 black micron. We're going to first do the outline, just go over the lines. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so you start AURAKNOT like this or AURAKNOT like this, about 5 or 6 or 7. We can have as many peaks as you want, and then we're going to connect. So we're going to skip. So we're working with these 2 peaks. We're going to skip the center peak and we are going to connect like this. Okay, now I'm going to make another solid line that kind of goes like this. Okay, now I'm going to rotate my tile to my right, and now I'm going to work with this one and this one. So we're going to skip the center peak. So I'm going to connect these 2. Now remember, we're not going to cross any lines, so I connect it like that, and I'm going to connect, give an aura line that kind of goes like this. Okay, now again I turn my tile, and now I am going to skip this peak and connect these 2. Okay, so and then we're going to aura this, and this goes like this. Okay, now again I turn like this, turn like this. So every time you're going to skip the center one like this, the alternate one. So we're going to connect the alternate ones and skip the center one. Okay, so now we have connected all of the stars. So now we have this beautiful looking star. Okay, so now I am going to, this is my first, so the first line that we started off doesn't have any breaks. Okay, this is a nice solid line. So this is our first line. So I'm just going to go over this like this and give an aura line. Okay, so I'm going to do this for all of the lines. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add another layer. So again, we're going to start from this solid line. This is our first line that we drew, okay, without any breaks. So now I am going to or rather create another layer right like this, okay, and I am also going to add an aura line like this, okay. Now we're going to turn, okay, now I'm going to work with this peak, connecting this. So we're going to skip these two and come here. Okay, now turn again and here. Okay. Okay, so here it's kind of not much space, but we'll just pretend like it's going in there. Similarly here we don't have much space, but we are just going to pretend that it is going in there. Okay, and I'm going to pretend this is going in there. Okay, that's it. So we have two layers in on each side, okay, and so we have our AURAKNOT base ready. Now I'm going to add some fun tangles inside of these to make it more interesting. I'm going to start with FLUX. Okay, so this is going to go like this. Okay, let me start from here. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and continue adding FLUX shapes. Okay, I'm going to start with add a circle right at the top. Okay, so we are only doing on the outer ones like this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now in the second layer of lines that we have, we're going to do this tangle called BETWEED. So it goes like this. Okay, so we're going to go alternating between the lines like this. Let's do this first because there's more space here. Okay, so there, this is all done. Now, I'm going to leave the center as is right now. Okay, but on these V-shaped corners that we have, I'm going to do this tangle called delies. So it's a kind of a variation of the original tangle delies. So it kind of starts off like this, like a flux, Maria's flux shape, and then here I just kind of go in and give these two or center auras, and then we start off with a center pod or like a petal, and then you go about adding more petals on the sides like that, like that. Okay, and then here we're just gonna add some circles. Okay, so we're going to do this on all of these little sections that we have. Okay, so there, this is done. I'm going to use my thicker tip pen to add black here to give some contrast. So in the center, either you can leave it blank, or I'm just going to start with a simple spiral. Okay, there. Okay, so let's get to shading. So here, so remember this is our first line, the line without any breaks. So I'm just going right under that, like that. And then I do the same thing to the line right next to it. Okay, so you keep rotating your tile to the right and continue adding the pencil right after the first aura line, like the first right under flux. So let's do that. Okay, oh, here we have one more here. Okay, so I'm going to use my stub to gently blend this. Okay, I'm not doing any shading right under the second one, but right here I am going to add my pencil inside of this inner section just to give some nice depth. Okay, so now here I am just going to add my pencil right here, right here. Okay, so that's all done. Okay, so let's journal this. This is let's first put my initials. Okay, so there it is. Now let's journal this. So today's date is August 1st, August 2025. This is YouTube, and this is Tangled Tangles project number 23. So we started off with AURAKNOT, which was our base tangle. On that we did flux, then we did BETWEED, and then we on the sides we added this tangle called DELYS. It's a beautiful, it's a DELYS. It's a beautiful tangle. So I've kind of improvised that a little bit, but it's a great tangle to add. So those are our tangles. I'm just going to make this slightly, give some contrast here. Okay, ta-da. There it is, all done. Hope you had fun on this project with me. I would love to see your creations, so head on to our Facebook group Zenbeez, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbeez. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at SANDHYA MANNE or hashtag #TangledTangles, so I get to see your lovely works and I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, check out my website www.sandhyamannestudio.com for classes, courses and workshops. If you're just getting started, I highly recommend you start with my beginners workshop, which is called the Fundamentals of Zentangle. Okay, so now it's time to comment. Please comment and let me know how you enjoyed this project, because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're on Instagram, then do join my handle at SANDHYA MANNE for all the behind the scenes updates and details about all the cool things that I do across social media. Also, in the description, there is a link called TangledTangles to sign up to receive a free gift and inspirations and details about upcoming workshops. Okay, so I shall see you next week with another set of Tangled Tangles. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.